Hi, my name's Naomi from Kide Science, and I'm here to tell you about our Playful Inquiry pedagogy for early years children and to show you our teacher platform. So where did we begin? Well, it all started with this lady's thesis project at the University of Helsinki, where she was studying how young children are learning STEAM-based subjects. And she was finding that many teachers were taking activities such as this one, where there's vinegar in here and baking soda in here, and doing a simple experiment to try and engage our children where they lift the balloon and the acid and alkaline mix, form the carbon dioxide and inflate the balloon. But many times children, young children, are simply being asked to watch this happen, maybe talk about their observations, but we want to do more at Kide Science. We want the children to play and inquire, and this is a developmentally appropriate practice. And through this, we have managed to now bring Playful Inquiry to over 30 countries around the world and win many awards, including this one from Finland, the Best Learning Solution, and many more in the US too. So how do we do it then? Well, we bring in some lovely story characters that really excite the children that they can connect with. So we have Hosely the robot in the middle here. He is always getting into problems and the children love to help him. But also these other characters are involved too. We have Mrs. Noblegas, Kelvin, we have Esther, and we have Pi, and they love to explore all different things about the world around them. And what they do is they send the children a letter, and this letter has many different problems to solve, and the children are so excited. And this letter comes from this supraland world where anything is possible. So what's wonderful is that children are encouraged to have a try no matter what. No answer is wrong. And while they're doing this, it means that the children are hands-on and testing out their ideas. And this way that they're able to develop their skills like observation and measurement and conclusions and making interpretations. And these are all skills that are going to help our children become such future skilled learners. So, for example, back to this experiment here, where normally children are simply asked to watch, well, what we do is we add in our story letter from Hosely. And in this case, he's got a problem because he's got a party and he wants to blow up 100 balloons. Oh dear, investigators, how can he do it when robots have no lungs? And exactly as you heard me say there, we refer to the children as investigators and they play at being investigators and scientists. And this way they really start to believe that they have the power to solve the problem. So how we do this is we provide hundreds of lesson plans on our teacher platform along with training too. So why don't we take a look at that now together? So to be able to access the Kide Science teacher platform, you'll first of all need to register on this page, enter your school details here or use your Google login credentials and click the register button, and that will take you through to our homepage. This is the first page you'll see, and it displays lots of lovely quick bundles to click on, which make it really easy to find a lesson plan that's going to help you with our Playful Inquiry pedagogy. So you might want to do a seasonal lesson plan or a nice quick and easy one. And we also have this Start Here bundle that's got just a selection of nice short quick lesson plans that are easy to get started with. Back on the homepage, you'll also find some other bundles further down. These are gathered into themes like celebrations or ourselves, or you might want to focus on a particular skill with your children, like interpretation or observation, and we give you just 4 suggested here, but you can click this button to find even more on this skill. Or a different subject, maybe you're wanting to focus in particular on geography one week, so we suggest some lesson plans here for you to try. You might have noticed back here on our celebrations topic is that lesson plan that we've just looked at, Hosely's balloon party problem. So let's take a look inside this lesson and see how we make it really nice and easy for you to have a go at. So at the top here, we mention all of the different subjects and skills that you'd be covering in the lesson. We give you a hint at the supplies and a little idea of what story might be happening in the lesson. And further down, we give you more detail about that story. So here we find out that Hosely is trying to blow up those balloons. And we let you know what the children will be doing. So what activity here, and we talk about how we're going to inflate that balloon. And we let you know the aims of the experiment. And this is where you can see those skills highlighted for you. So measuring and observation and interpretation. Further down, here will always be the story that kickstarts that lesson plan. So as we know, this one involves Hosley having his balloons that need to be inflated, and you'll be able to print that story here really nice and easily and hide it in the classroom to really engage those scientists. Further down, we have those supplies mentioned and listed for you. And then we give you a really nice quick video to show you as the teacher what this could look like in your lessons, along with some step-by-step instructions. And this is where we really do help you to keep linking in that story. We script out what to say to really make it come alive and give the children purpose and motivation. And all of our steps highlight those skills all the way through so that you can keep it focused in your mind, what is there for the children to be developed. And further down, we help you to adapt this activity. Actually, all of our lesson plans can be taught with children from 3 to 8 years old. And this is where you can find out how to perhaps make it a little bit simpler for any children who might need it, or to add some challenge in for those children who are ready for an extension. So we add that here. And we give you, the teachers, that extra bit of support with the concept development for if you're ready to feed this information to the children, or if you're wanting to feel a little bit more confident in acids and alkalines mixing together, for example. We have some remote tips for you. And this lovely part of the lesson is where we gather the children back together and we talk back to our story character about how we have helped to solve their problem. So we give you some questions to ask there, and this is your chance to see and assess how they've gathered all of that information together and how they can communicate their thoughts at the end of the lesson. We even give you some tips of how to continue that learning outside of that one learning moment. And to help take this learning home to parents, we also add in a home experiment. So here is one, for example. And we give the parents an idea of what story the children have read in the form of a poem here. And then we have the example of an experiment they might want to try together. And again, we highlight those skills so that the parents can also practice playful inquiry at home. Back in our platform, we gather all of the printables you might need there at the bottom of the lesson, and very soon we'll be having them in Spanish also. One final way of finding the lesson that you especially need is by using our search bar at the top here. You type in what you're looking for example, habitats, and you'll be given a selection of lessons to choose from, and then you can use these handy filters to focus down onto something that you especially need that day. So for example, you're really short on time and you need an easy prep. You can take a look at the cards and see which tags to help you out deciding which lesson, and then click inside, and this is where you can really see what the lesson is all about. Another really helpful page on our platform is our characters and stories area. This is where you can find out more about all of our lovely story characters. You just click on their picture and you can find some printouts, some posters and some other particular lessons that they feature in. And if you go to the printables area, here are more of those posters or flashcards or colouring pages. Lots of lovely things to help you really make your lessons come alive with their story world. And we also have some supporting documents as well to help you with tracking those different skills. For example, here we give you the different levels that the children might be working at and how to develop on each skill in particular. And also some other philosophy or pedagogy information is down here on the printables page. We have our standards correlation area. This is where we show you each state's standards or the national curriculums, and we show you how we supplement them. So we show where we match with some of those standards as well. And another really special area is our training page. This is where you can come to in your own time if you want to develop your PD in Playful Inquiry. You can complete our video modules. We have 12 of them along the side. Click on each one and you have a video to watch. It's no more than 5 minutes long, a lesson plan suggestion to go away and practice your new skills, and some reflection questions. And once you've completed all 12 of those, you can get in touch with us and we'll award you with one of our special Kide Science certificates as well. So thank you for listening. We hope you love what you see, and why not go and give Kide Science a try.